Semen retention isn't just a mental or spiritual problem. The benefits many men report have a very real physical basis. Let's take a look at what happens to your body when you conserve that fluid instead of wasting it. While many doctors claim that frequent ejaculation has no effect, in reality, semen contains valuable nutrients that the body produces through energy expenditure. The difference between the loss and retention of these substances can affect your daily well-being. A single ejaculation contains the same amount of zinc you should consume in a week. It contains specific proteins, high-dose vitamins, and substances found only in this fluid. Today we'll analyze what actually happens in your body during retention. These aren't wild theories, they're observations based on what we know about the human body and how it works. If you'd like to understand the physical reasons why retention can make you feel different, based on facts rather than conjecture, this article is for you. Let's separate fact from fantasy. Semen isn't just a reproductive product. It's a nutrient-rich fluid produced by the body. Understanding its contents helps explain why a constant loss of semen can affect your health. Let's start with zinc. One ejaculate contains about 2.5 gavamers of zinc, equivalent to a quarter of your daily needs. Zinc is essential for testosterone production, proper immune system function, and cellular repair. By exhaling daily, you lose a significant amount of zinc that could be used for other bodily functions. Semen also contains specific proteins not found elsewhere in the body. The body uses energy and resources to produce these proteins, and when you're constantly losing them, it has to work harder to replace them. It contains an impressive amount of vitamins. Vitamin C is present in higher concentrations in semen than in blood. Vitamin B12, folic acid, and vitamin E are present in high doses. During ejaculation, the body's natural nutrients are lost. Semen also contains important minerals such as magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Most men don't get enough magnesium from their diet and lose even more due to frequent ejaculations. There are also unique substances, such as spermine and spermidine, that contribute to cell growth and protein production. These substances are rare in the diet and difficult for the body to produce. Semen contains specific sugars that provide energy to sperm. The production of these sugars uses blood glucose and can affect energy levels if it is constantly replenished. There are also specific fats that act on inflammation. Some studies suggest that frequent ejaculation can maintain a constant state of low inflammation. Considering all this, it's clear that frequent ejaculation creates a situation in which the body is constantly expending resources to replace lost ones, instead of using them to become stronger and healthier. This doesn't mean that ejaculation is bad or should never be practiced, but it does explain why some men feel better physically by reducing its frequency. They prevent the drainage of nutrients that could be used for other bodily functions. Your hormones act as an internal communication system that can be affected by your sexual habits. Although research is still limited, some interesting findings have been obtained on the impact of retention on these systems. Let's start with testosterone, the most important hormone for men. A Chinese study found that men who went several days without ejaculating experienced a sudden increase in their testosterone levels, which then remained slightly above normal. Not all studies have proven this, but they suggest that short periods of abstinence can affect hormone levels. After ejaculation, the body releases prolactin. This hormone is responsible for the feeling of tiredness and satisfaction that follows orgasm. The problem is that high prolactin levels can temporarily lower testosterone levels. If you ejaculate too frequently, your prolactin levels may remain slightly elevated. Your sex hormones are controlled by a communication network between the brain and the testes. In theory, frequent ejaculation could alter these signals, although it's unclear exactly how. Other hormones could be indirectly affected. If a lack of sleep helps you sleep better or feel less anxious, as many men claim, it could affect your cortisol, the stress hormone. Less cortisol means better recovery and more energy. Growth hormone, primarily released during sleep, could also be affected if lack of sleep improves the quality of your sleep. This hormone is important for muscle repair and proper metabolism. Your insulin system may change if withholding insulin gives you more energy to exercise or changes your body composition. More effective insulin means more stable energy throughout the day. It's important to be honest. Research on insulin withholding and hormones is still limited, and existing studies have methodological flaws. The effects likely vary considerably from person to person, depending on genetics, age, general health, and other factors. But there's a logical reason why withdrawal can affect your hormones. It's not magic. It's your body responding to changes in how you use it. The question isn't whether these effects exist, but whether they're significant enough to change your life. Your brain runs on chemicals called neurotransmitters, which can be affected by your sexual habits. Understanding this phenomenon helps explain why some men experience mental and emotional changes when they practice restraint. The main neurotransmitter is dopamine, the chemical of motivation and pleasure. During masturbation, the brain releases a large amount of dopamine, followed by a decrease in intensity. If this happens too often, dopamine receptors can become fatigued and less responsive to everyday pleasures. This may explain why men addicted to masturbation often lose interest in hobbies, work, or other activities they once found enjoyable. The brain's reward system becomes dependent on excessively intense stimuli. During withdrawal, these dopamine receptors can reset and return to normal functioning. Some men report a renewed interest in things they previously found boring. Serotonin, the feel-good chemical, is also affected. Low levels are linked to compulsive sexual behaviors, while very high levels can reduce libido. Withholding can help balance this system if it is impaired. Norepinephrine, which affects concentration and alertness, may be affected if withholding improves sleep patterns and reduces anxiety. High levels of norepinephrine, when functioning properly, result in increased focus and mental energy. GABA, a calming brain chemical, may be affected if its retention reduces anxiety and improves sleep quality. Higher GABA function results in reduced anxiety and a greater ability to relax. Acetylcholine, important for memory and learning, may benefit if its retention improves sleep quality, as it is during sleep that the brain consolidates memories. Endorphins, the body's natural pain relievers, can be affected if retaining them motivates you to exercise more or improves your mood. Higher endorphin levels result in better stress tolerance and a general sense of well-being. It's important to understand that these effects don't happen overnight. The brain needs time to adjust to changes in behavior. Some men notice changes within a week, others within a few months. The effects are not the same for everyone. Some men don't notice significant differences, while others experience drastic changes. This depends on factors such as the amount of air exhaled, their genetics, their age, and their overall mental health. The main message is that there is a plausible, scientific basis for why semen retention can affect the way you think and feel. This isn't a placebo or a fantasy. These are real changes in brain chemistry. Many men who practice semen retention report noticeable increases in physical energy and improved athletic performance. While some of these changes may have psychological components, very real biochemical reasons can convincingly explain these energetic changes. Let's start by understanding the actual energy expenditure involved in sperm production. The body doesn't produce this fluid for free. It's a process that consumes a considerable amount of energy and precious metabolic resources. To produce the 25 ml of ejaculated semen, your body must synthesize complex proteins, concentrate minerals from different parts of the body, produce specific enzymes, and manufacture various substances that don't exist elsewhere. This process occurs continuously. Even without ejaculation, your body is constantly producing new semen and reabsorbing old semen. But when you ejaculate frequently, this system becomes overloaded, devoting more resources and energy to quickly replenishing what has been lost. It's like a factory that has to work overtime to maintain its inventory. By practicing retention, these metabolic resources can be redirected to other bodily functions. Energy previously devoted to the constant production of sperm can now be used to repair muscles, strengthen bones, optimize brain function, and keep the immune system at its peak. Higher testosterone levels, resulting from testosterone retention, as mentioned in the previous chapter, have direct and measurable effects on energy metabolism. Testosterone increases muscle protein synthesis, reduces body fat accumulation, improves the efficiency of mitochondria, the energy powerhouses of cells, and accelerates post-exercise recovery. So even a slight increase in testosterone levels can lead to noticeable changes in body composition and energy levels within a few weeks. Zinc, preserved through retention, is absolutely crucial for energy metabolism. It is an essential cofactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many of which are directly related to energy production. It is necessary for the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. A mild zinc deficiency can lead to chronic fatigue, slow recovery after exercise, and difficulty gaining muscle mass. Additionally, zinc is essential for protein synthesis, a crucial process for muscle growth and repair after exercise. If you lose significant amounts of zinc due to frequent exhalation, maintaining it can significantly improve your ability to build and maintain lean muscle mass. Sleep quality often improved during sleep periods have a profound impact on energy metabolism. It is during deep sleep that the body produces most of its growth hormone, consolidates adaptations to exercise, repairs damaged tissues, and eliminates metabolic toxins accumulated during the day. Better sleep allows for more efficient recovery and more energy the next day. More stable prolactin levels, avoiding post-ejaculation spikes, also contribute to more consistent energy. High prolactin levels are associated with fatigue, decreased motivation, and a general feeling of lethargy. By avoiding these frequent spikes through retention, you maintain a more stable energy level throughout the day. Changes in dopamine levels can significantly increase motivation for physical activity. When the brain's reward system is functioning properly, there is naturally a greater desire to participate in healthy activities, such as regular exercise and outdoor activities. Some men also experience improvements in their cardiovascular function during exercise. This may be related to the preservation of antioxidants, such as vitamins C and E, which protect blood vessels, or minerals such as magnesium, which are essential for healthy heart function. It's important to be realistic with your expectations. These energy-boosting effects aren't guaranteed for all men, and the extent of changes varies greatly from one individual to another. Factors such as age, initial physical condition, diet, lifestyle habits, and even genetics greatly influence our response to retention. It is also crucial not to use retention as a substitute for the other fundamental pillars of energetic health. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, adequate sleep, good hydration, and effective stress management remain far more important than any single practice. But for many men, especially those who ejaculate too frequently, semen retention can be a valuable tool for optimizing energy and physical performance. When incorporated into a healthy lifestyle, good retention is directly linked to increased muscle mass, reduced fat mass, and improved recovery after training. Even a slight increase in testosterone can affect your body composition over time. Maintaining zinc is essential for protein synthesis, the process by which your muscles grow and repair. If you were losing a lot of zinc through frequent exhalation, maintaining it can significantly improve your ability to gain muscle. According to many men suffering from urinary retention, better quality sleep directly translates to increased energy during the day. It is during deep sleep that the body produces growth hormone, repairs tissues, and consolidates memories. The reduced spikes and drops in prolactin translates to more stable energy levels throughout the day. Instead of experiencing those post-ejaculation fatigue moments, you maintain more consistent energy. Your cardiovascular system also benefits. Certain nutrients found in semen are important for blood vessel health. Retaining them can improve circulation and oxygen delivery to your muscles. Fluctuations in dopamine levels can increase your motivation to exercise. When your reward system is functioning well, you're naturally more inclined to engage in activities that make you feel good, like exercise. The reduced inflammation that can occur with less frequent exhalations translates to better recovery. Between workouts and less joint pain, it's important to note that these effects aren't guaranteed for everyone. Some men don't notice any significant changes in their energy levels, while others experience dramatic differences. Age, initial fitness, diet, and other lifestyle habits significantly influence results. It's also crucial not to use Energy retention as an excuse to neglect other aspects of health. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and good stress management are essential for maintaining energy and strength. Semen retention can be a useful tool for optimizing your energy, but it's most effective when combined with other healthy habits. Your immune system relies on several nutrients and substances also found in semen. By preserving these resources, rather than constantly depleting them, you can positively impact your ability to resist disease. Zinc is perhaps the most important nutrient in this regard. Zinc is essential for the proper functioning of the body's defense cells. A zinc deficiency is directly linked to an increased risk of infections, slowed wound healing, and a decreased immune response. If you are losing a lot of zinc due to frequent injections, preserving it can significantly strengthen your defenses. Vitamin C in semen plays an important antioxidant role. Antioxidants protect cells from free radical damage, which can weaken the immune system over time. Maintaining these antioxidants in the body, rather than losing them, can help strengthen the immune system. Selenium, another mineral found in semen, is essential for the function of several antioxidant enzymes. Selenium deficiency is associated with increased susceptibility to viral infections and a weakened immune response. Some specific sperm proteins possess antimicrobial properties. Although these proteins are designed to protect sperm, preserving them could, in theory, benefit the immune system as a whole. Better sleep, often observed in cases of depression, is essential for strengthening the immune system. During sleep, the body produces and renews many defense cells. Poor sleep is directly linked to an increase in colds and infections. Reducing stress can also strengthen the immune system. High levels of the stress hormone cortisol weaken the immune system. While managing stress helps you cope better, it can indirectly strengthen your immune system. Exercising more regularly, motivated by the energy boost that managing stress provides, also benefits the immune system. Regular, moderate physical activity is one of the best ways to strengthen your immune system. Some men with semen retention report being sick less often, recovering faster, and having more energy overall. While this may be partly psychological, there are plausible physical mechanisms behind these observations. It's important to be realistic in your expectations. Semen retention isn't a miracle cure for every illness. Factors such as diet, exercise, sleep, hygiene, and genetics are likely more important for immune health. However, in men who ejaculate frequently, especially those whose diets are poor in nutrients, conserving resources normally lost in semen can have a significant impact on immune function. Retention is most effective as part of a healthy lifestyle, not as a sole solution to health problems. Stress levels, sleep quality, exercise, and other lifestyle factors also influence the body's recovery rate. This suggests that there is no single answer to the ideal expiratory rate. It depends on your age, health, diet, and personal goals. For men looking to reap the potential benefits of quitting, 74-day periods may be a good starting point to gauge their body's response. Longer periods may provide additional benefits, but also increase the risk of side effects, such as wet dreams or increased sexual tension. The important thing is to pay attention to how you feel, your energy, your mood, your motivation, and the quality of your sleep, and to adapt to your own response. Some people may benefit from exhaling less frequently, while others may not notice a significant difference. Experimentation and self-observation are the best ways to find what works for you. Understanding how long it takes your body to replenish the resources lost during ejaculation can help you make more informed decisions about how often and when to ejaculate. Sperm production isn't instantaneous. It takes approximately 64 to 74 days for a sperm cell to be fully produced, from its inception to its readiness for ejaculation. During this time, your body is constantly investing in this process. But nutrient replenishment occurs at a different rate. Zinc, for example, can take a few days to fully replenish if the diet is adequate. If the diet is low in zinc, it can take weeks. The prostate and seminal vesicles continually produce seminal protein, but its quality and quantity can be affected by overall nutritional status and the frequency of ejaculation. Hormones like testosterone can fluctuate in more rapid cycles. Some studies suggest that levels may begin to normalize a few days after ejaculation, with possible peaks around day 7. Semen volume recovers relatively quickly and typically returns to normal within 24 to 48 hours, but this doesn't mean that nutritional quality is completely restored. Age plays a significant role. Younger men generally recover faster than older ones. A 20-year-old man can replenish lost resources much faster than a 50-year-old man. Nutritional status also significantly influences the speed of recovery. If you suffer from nutritional deficiencies or a poor diet, it will take much longer to recover. If you've decided to experiment with semen retention based on the biochemical information we've analyzed, it's essential to do so intelligently, gradually, and with realistic expectations. A scientific approach requires rigorous methodology and objective monitoring of results. Always start gradually and cautiously. If you're exhaling daily, don't try to jump straight to 30 days of retention. This is a surefire way to get frustrated and give up. Instead, start with 3 to 5 day periods and observe your body's response. Notice changes in your energy, mood, sleep quality, and overall motivation. Only when you feel comfortable with short periods should you consider gradually increasing the duration. It's essential to keep an objective and detailed journal during your experiments. Record daily on a scale of 1 to 10 factors such as your energy level, sleep quality, overall mood, motivation to exercise, mental clarity, and any other effects you notice. This helps you distinguish real changes from placebo effects or normal daily variations. Objective data is far more valuable than subjective impressions. Watch for signs that withholding could be causing problems rather than benefits. Excessive aggression, significant sleep disturbances, obsessive thoughts about sex, extreme irritability, or any behavior that is detrimental to relationships are signs that you may be overexerting yourself. Retention should improve your quality of life, not create new problems. Combine your retention experiments with other essential health habits. The benefits are enhanced by regular physical activity, a healthy diet, getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, effective stress management, and healthy social relationships. Withholding is most effective as part of a holistic lifestyle, not as a standalone intervention. Be careful not to use withholding as an escape from deeper psychological issues or unresolved relationship difficulties. If you have a history of compulsive sexual behavior, severe anxiety, depression, or significant relationship problems, consult a healthcare professional. Semen retention can be helpful, but it is not a substitute for therapy or medical treatment if needed. Have realistic evidence-based expectations. Semen retention may be beneficial for some men, but it is not a quick fix for all of life's problems. Significant changes can take weeks or even months to manifest, and not all men will experience the same effects. Factors such as age, general health, diet, and genetics significantly influence outcomes. Consider blood tests before and after prolonged drug withdrawal to obtain objective data on its impact on your biochemistry. Measurements of total and free testosterone, zinc, vitamin D, vitamin B12, and other relevant markers can provide valuable information on the effectiveness of drug withdrawal. Develop healthy strategies to manage the surge of sexual energy that can result from energy retention. Intense exercise, cold showers, meditation, creative work, and consciously redirecting sexual energy toward productive projects can help channel accumulated tension constructively. Don't beat yourself up or judge yourself too much if you decide that withholding isn't right for you. Research on the subject is still limited, and not all men experience the same benefits. If you try it for several weeks and don't see any significant benefit, or if it causes you stress or relationship problems, it's okay to return to your old habits. Consider cycles rather than permanent retention. Many men benefit from alternating cycles, such as 2-week retention periods followed by ejaculation, and then repeating the cycle. This can allow you to reap the potential benefits while avoiding some of the potential side effects of prolonged retention. If you have a partner, open and honest communication is essential. Clearly explain what you're doing and why, how it might temporarily affect your sex life, and make sure they understand that you're not pushing them away. Transparency and joint planning prevent misunderstandings and resentment. Always keep in mind that the ultimate goal should be to optimize your health, well-being, and overall quality of life. If semen retention causes excessive stress, relationship problems, obsessive thoughts, or any other type of distress, it is likely doing more harm than good. Experiencing semen retention can be a valuable tool for optimizing health, provided it is used wisely in moderation and as part of a balanced approach to male wellness. The science behind semen retention is only just beginning to be explored, but available data suggests there is a genuine biochemical basis for the benefits reported by many men. If you've always been skeptical of semen retention, thinking it was purely psychological, you now have the information you need to understand that there are plausible physical mechanisms at play. If you decide to try it, do so with caution, monitor it objectively, and be patient with the results. And remember, semen retention is just a tool. It's most effective when combined with other healthy habits. The decision is yours, but it should be an informed one. If this content has given you a new perspective on semen retention, subscribe to the O Searcher channel. Here we explore the scientific and practical aspects of male development, relying as much as possible on evidence. Please indicate below which biochemical aspect surprised you the most. Your personal observations are also valuable. Share your experiences. If you've experienced retention, please share this video with men who might benefit from a more scientific perspective on the subject. On this channel, we treat male development as a science, not dogma.